Hey out there, everybody, it's me, CK Helms, your host of the Good Stuff Podcast. Thank you for joining me on this fourth episode. I can't believe I've already gotten here to number 4. 4 is actually my favorite number, and I'm glad that I finally got here to this fourth episode. I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. I haven't been canceled yet, thankfully. This episode is brought to you by Blind Bandit Productions. Each and every episode is brought to you by Blind Bandit Productions. I want to thank Zach Shoup for sponsoring this podcast. If you haven't caught the other podcast, and if you just like this podcast in general, you can subscribe to me on all sorts of different platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and then, of course, we're on Podbean. And I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else right now, but we're getting all over the place. We're getting everywhere podcasts are available. I'm getting the Good Stuff Podcast on, so like the Facebook page if you haven't already. I share stuff on there all the time and talk about things going on in the entertainment industry, and it's been fun. It's been tons of good stuff, and I want you to get on there and talk to me, and you can also come on the show because I'm lining up guests, man. I'm lining up guests on the show, and you can get on the show. You don't have to do something specific entertainment-wise, which if you do, that's even better. But you can also just join me for episodes that are specials. Like last week, I did a 2019 special with my producer, Zach Shoup, and I'm doing a Young Justice special on the last Thursday of this month looks like we're going to have Bradley Julian on that episode talking about Young Justice, the entire episode. So you can actually come on one of those specials, or you can just come on a normal episode, and we can just talk and stuff, and we can find stuff to talk about. We can talk about entertainment. We can talk about all kinds of good stuff. We talk about stuff that's going on. Lots of stuff going on. But anyways, whenever the show started out, you heard my announcer, Gary. Gary, man, it feels like we haven't talked in a while. How you been?
I've been well. How about you?
Yeah, I've been all right, I guess. I know that you know that I've had some medical things going wrong with my head, and severe vertigo type stuff, and I've been finally had an MRI yesterday, and so trying to figure out what's going on, getting checked out, man.
Glad to know you are getting checked out. I always knew something was wrong with you.
Huh. Well, look who's a comedian.
Haha, just kidding. I love you.
I love you too, man. I do. But yeah, so we got a good show today. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on here in the entertainment world. And then I'm going to have a guest join me. And I don't want to tell you who the guest is. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to ruin a surprise, okay? It's going to be a good surprise. It's going to be a good surprise. And it's going to be good stuff, though. I guarantee it's going to be good stuff. All right? But yeah, so so much goes on in the entertainment world. It's really hard to keep up with it all, and I share as much as I can on my page, the Good Stuff Podcast page, which you can like, by the way. But anyways, yeah, so I share some stuff on there, and then I talk about stuff more in depth on this show. And if you want to join me sometime, you can email goodstuffpodcast@yahoo.com or hit me up on the Facebook page for a message, and let's talk about the show. But anyway, diving in to the news, the news last week when we had the episode, something happened right after the episode was recorded, and that was Bungie, the company Bungie. They made Halo, now they make the Destiny games. They actually split with Activision, they long time ago they split with Microsoft, and Microsoft kept Halo, which is now ran by 343 Industries. And then they did the Destiny franchise for Activision. Well, now they left Activision, and they're actually getting to take Destiny with them. So that's interesting. So how that's going to affect the world, how that's going to affect if they make a Destiny 3, will be on Xbox too. Will be on Nintendo Switch. Who knows? Who knows now? Can you imagine a world where whenever they split with Microsoft, somehow they convinced Microsoft to allow them to take Halo with them, which would never happen because we know that's Microsoft's flagship franchise. What if in the earlier contracts, if they had ever split, they would have took Halo with them? Imagine the world if Halo was on your PlayStation. That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? I mean, I would have enjoyed it, though. But I think we all know that Microsoft never never would have allowed that to happen. And so I can imagine a world what it would have been like, but never would happen. But yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been cool to be on my PlayStation 4 playing Halo. But whatever. It'd be cool. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. So the Iron Man writers, the people who wrote the script for Iron Man, are now writing a script for a He-Man movie. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Getting a movie here in the 2019 world, or I guess it'd be 2020 probably before this movie comes out. So, I mean, Skeletor. We get to see Skeletor and what it would look like now in this 2020 CGI and stuff, I imagine, or whatever. I'm excited. Are you excited? I mean, I used to have a lot of He-Man toys. I had a Castle Grayskull, and all sorts of, and also Skeletor's Castle, which is, the name is lost to me right now. So someone can come grab at me on the Facebook page, but whatever you want to do. But yeah, I had the toys at my granny's house, and had a bunch of them. It was crazy. But yeah, speaking of movies though, Sony's Screen Gems is actually making a Just Dance movie. You know, the video game with where you dance to what the songs on the screen and stuff when the people are moving on the screen and you do the dance moves they're doing. Yeah, they're doing a Just Dance movie because video game adaptations are not bad enough. So we're going to get a Just Dance movie. Yeah, I'm still here. I really don't know what to say to that. This is yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for you guys. I'm sorry. It's not good stuff to me, but whatever. Yeah, it's going on though. So, Dragon Ball Z. Who liked Dragon Ball Z? I mean, if you were a kid and you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, I really don't know what to say to you. If you were a kid growing up in my time, if you're in your 30s or something, you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, then I don't know what you was watching. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, they're making a new Dragon Ball Z action RPG game. You know, Dragon Ball is still a thing. Dragon Ball Super, that was the current series that just ended. Ended sub. It's still going dub, though, and they got a movie, which I'll talk about in a bit. But anyway, yeah, they're making a new Dragon Ball Z action RPG game, and not only that, when they mentioned that, but the fighters, if you watch Dragon Ball Super, you know they had the tournament power with all the universes, and the Universe 11 fighters are going to be coming to the Dragon Ball Fighter Z game that came out last year, fighting game Dragon Ball, and the Universe 11 fighters are going to be coming. So that means you got Jiren and Top probably will be at least the two that I imagine from Universe 11 coming to Fighter Z. They didn't really say per se which ones they were coming, but they're coming, so that's pretty cool. But yeah. Anyways, if you listened to last week's episode, we talked a lot about 2019, and me and Zach, we talked about what movies we were most excited about that were coming out in 2019. One of which we both said was the live action, quotation marks, Lion King movie. Well, anyways, Disney's been doing a lot of live action, quotation marks, movies these days, and remaking basically all of their classic cartoon movies and making them live action. Some of them could be questionable live action if they're mostly CGI characters, but I digress. Anyways, they just announced that they will be making a live action version of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And so that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I'm excited about that. You know, it's I guess it would be like a cult classic of Disney cartoon movies, because you don't hear it a lot talked about, thrown out in the when people say what are great Disney movies. They don't normally. It's mostly forgotten about, but it's a good movie. I enjoy it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I think I was a kid the last time I saw it, so it's not something I went back to. But they're going to be making a live action one, and maybe that'll give people in their head to rewatch the classic cartoon, because it was a good movie. I mean, had all those three gargoyles, and Jason Alexander was a voice of one of them. And so, I mean, it was a good storyline, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited. And maybe this could lead to, they're going to do more live-action movies. Maybe I'll get a Hercules movie. Maybe so. I mean, there's been Hercules. I'm talking about live-action Disney Hercules. And, me and Zach talked about that last week, and that would be something I wanted to see. A live-action Hercules movie. And maybe one day I'll get it. Maybe so. But we'll see. We'll see. So, but if we're going to talk about movies, I mean, really? Let's talk about Spider-Man Far From Home. Yeah, the new Spider-Man movie coming out finally dropped that trailer that they've been talking about. And, whew, so much to be taken away from this trailer. It was amazing, for one. I'm a huge fan. It's been said that this movie starts minutes after Endgame, but there's a lot of time travel apparently may happen in Endgame, so some people are saying it's also before Infinity War, blah, 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 this. I don't know. To be honest with you, I really feel like they said it was after Endgame. Like, me personally, I feel like it's not after Endgame. It's actually in between, or not in between the two, but I actually think it's set before Infinity War. If I know that Kevin Feige already said it's not, and said afterwards, but it just feels like that, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like maybe, how he's on the bus at the beginning of Infinity War, maybe that's them coming back from the field trip. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure all the characters are going to come back. I don't know. I'm probably wrong on this, so whatever. I'm just going to leave it alone. But anyway, going into the trailer. It was an amazing trailer. They go on a field trip. Spidey leaves his suit at home. We get to see Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio being a hero, and then fighting this big giant water monster who I thought was Hydro Man, and then there's a big giant sand monster where people would think it could be Sandman, but I read an article that people are saying that's the Elementals because there's like a fire type person as well, Golem thing. And so people are saying it's the Elementals, and I just don't know. Who knows? It could all be an illusion done by Mysterio doing, like the syndrome thing from Incredibles, putting all these things out there as illusions and saving everybody to make it seem like he's a hero when he's really not. He's a villain, which would totally be up Mysterio's alley. So, but we'll see. But I'm really excited about Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I'm just excited for a live-action Mysterio because Mysterio's freaking awesome, and he was like a favorite of the Spider-Man animated series, and he just doesn't get enough justice, and I'm glad that they're actually doing him live action. I really hope that Hydro Man is the water person, but whatever. I'd love to see a live-action Hydro Man as well, but just the trailer, God, if you haven't seen the trailer, are you living in a ruck? Because if you are and you haven't seen the trailer, go stop listening to this show or press pause, come back to me, look up the trailer on YouTube, then come back and listen to the rest of this show. And I've already spoiled some of it for you, but it doesn't matter because it's a trailer. I haven't spoiled a movie for you, so that's all right, right? I'm okay, whatever. It's all good. I'm just spoiling a trailer. It's okay. Don't be mad at me. It's good stuff. But yeah, go see the trailer if you haven't already. Spider-Man Far From Home, which comes out after Endgame, which is at the end of April. And then I believe it's June, July, something like that. I can't remember the date. I guess I should have wrote it down, but I'm a horrible podcaster. It happens. Whatever. Don't care. Anyways, speaking of podcasts, though, my buddies over at Southern Fried Geekery, which is my favorite podcast of all time, I voted for it in their Golden Geekery Awards, which was their last episode. They gave the Golden Geekery Awards of basically the best of 2018. And the listeners got to vote in on stuff too. I didn't vote in a lot of the comic stuff because I've grown out of comics. Not really grown out of comics. It's something that I just stopped buying comics past several years, and it's been a while since I've had kids really, and I hope to get back into it. And but try to keep up most as I can of what's going on in comic books. And thanks to the guys over at Southern Fried Geekery, I have been keeping up with a lot of stuff more than I normally have. And they really inspired me to really do this podcast. And so I really love those guys. And they just did the Golden Geekery Awards. Check out their latest episode. I share the Southern Fried Geekery podcast every Monday on my page and at around noon time. And so listen to the Golden Geekery Awards, and best podcast on their Golden Geekery Awards was Southern Fried Geekery, and I voted for you guys. I said Southern Fried Geekery, duh, on my answer. So if you saw the answers and or people's responses, and you saw that was me, guys. I said duh, because obviously you guys are cool, and then you guys are good stuff, man. But yeah, but the last bit of news that I got for today, really is before I give that thing, let me tell you the releases we got. Let's see, DVD this past week, the Halloween movie, and Goosebumps 2 just came out on DVD this past Tuesday, and next week, I'm just going to usually do the next week's, but I didn't see anything for next week, and last episode I forgot to do this week's, so that's why we're mentioning Halloween and Goosebumps 2 on DVD, Blu-ray, or, however you get your new movie releases. But yeah, speaking of movies, there at the theaters, you can watch Glass, Stan and Ollie, and The Last Man all come to theaters tomorrow, Friday, January the 17th. I just made sure it was January the 17th tomorrow, and it is. So make sure you go check those movies out tomorrow. But also another movie that came out this week, it actually came out Wednesday, the 16th, was Dragon Ball Super Broly. The reintroduction of Broly into the canon of Dragon Ball through it's set right after the Dragon Ball Super series is ended, and so this is the introduction for Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, into the Dragon Ball canon, because the movies that he was in are not official canon, but this movie is, so go check that out. It just started Wednesday the 16th. But if you like your stuff on the small screen, show releases, shows are coming back up. It's the fall. The fall is here. Nope, it's not fall. It is the winter premieres are happening right now, and my personal favorites are the Arrowverse, and which I've talked about plenty of times. And now that the Arrowverse is rolling on not next week's episode, but the week after that, episode 6, I will start doing an Arrowverse recap, and really should start talking about Gotham and other superhero shows that come on TV as well. But I'll be doing an Arrowverse recap. Because starting Sunday, Flash just started this past week, and then Supergirl starts back on Sunday, and then Arrow and Black Lightning start back on Monday. Black Lightning taking the spot of Legends of Tomorrow, because Legends of Tomorrow is taking a hiatus until like April, I want to say March, April, because after Black Lightning ends, I think Legends of Tomorrow will continue its run. But yeah, so a huge fan of the Arrowverse, a huge fan of all superhero television. I watch Gotham, just watch anything else that comes on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., whenever it comes back on, we'll talk about that. But yeah, and speaking of heroes or vigilantes, Punisher Season 2 comes out tomorrow to Netflix. If you haven't seen the trailer, look that up as well. And also at Netflix tomorrow, Carmen Sandiego comes out. So a new animated series from Netflix. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Netflix, that's where she is. But yeah, those are your releases for this week and the coming up week. And yeah, so every week I will let you know what you can catch entertainment-wise, choices that I enjoy. But I'm sure there's other stuff. As I said, these are just my opinions on this entire podcast. And you can either agree with me or you can disagree with me. And if you want to disagree with me or agree with me, you can let me know about it on our Facebook page. And I'll be happy to talk more about even stuff that you like. If there's stuff that you want me to talk about, I can get into it. I can learn more. If there's more things you want to see added to the show, as always, just let me know. But anyway, the last piece of news that we have before we go into today's interview is the reveal of Mortal Kombat 11 was today. They've already announced the game. They already had a trailer and everything. We kind of talked about it last week on the show. Me and Zach did. But today they revealed the game more revealed gameplay, revealed characters. They revealed like 7-8 characters. They showed trailers. They showed all sorts of cool stuff. They're going to have Baraka's coming back. Scarlet from Mortal Kombat 9 is coming back. They had Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Hey, good job, baby. Yeah, she said Raiden. Thank you, sweetheart, for letting me know. They showed off a new character, Geras, Geras. He can kind of control like space, time stuff, and control sand apparently. But that was pretty cool. And Sonya Blade is going to be coming back as a character as well. And then they let us know that Sonya Blade is indeed, as the rumors have been saying, is being voiced by Ronda Rousey. So they had Ronda Rousey on there, and she got to talk about how excited she was that apparently she modeled a lot about her own self from Sonya Blade, and now she's getting to be Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 11. They showed off all sorts of things that had to do with customization. There's going to be 3 variants of which they introduced in Mortal Kombat X. And now you can customize each. There can be character customizations. So many different. They showed like Scorpion and Baraka, and like showed like 20 different combination customizations that you could do with the character. And you basically make 3 of them, and you can select them on the screen. But you can. It's tons of customization options. Injustice 2 was the last game they made. It had a gear system, so it's just building on more and more from the stuff, and just improving upon the games, making them better, I think. The story is going to look pretty cool. They showed a little bit of prologue to the story, where Raiden is basically like a dark Raiden now. He was torturing Shinnok, because this game picks up right at the end of Mortal Kombat X, and he's torturing Shinnok. And then Shinnok goes, "You can't kill me. You can't kill other god," as he tortures him. And so he kind of like, he goes, he knows, but there's worse stuff you can do. And he like slices Shinnok's head off. And then he leaves because apparently he thinks he's going to have to start doing this stuff to stop people from taking over Earthrealm. And he's going to have to be worse. So Raiden's going to be, I guess, more of an anti-hero type character, more like a Punisher, I guess, of Mortal Kombat. And then so he leaves, and then this other character, can't remember her name, comes in and says that this is not what's supposed to happen in history, and that Raiden's been meddling in stuff for too long. So it looks like there's going to be some time travel involved in the storyline. And but yeah, more of the gameplay they showed off. And it was great. It was great, the videos, the entire reveal. I watched all the live stream, and you can go back on YouTube and watch the live stream yourself, or watch each different individual videos of the stuff that they revealed today. And it was great. April the 23rd is when the game is being released, which you can get on your PS4, Xbox, maybe Nintendo Switch, PC. And, whatever system that you have, you can get Mortal Kombat on April 23rd. But January the 30th, Combat Cast, a show which will be revealing more characters. And they kind of showed a teaser video. It looks like Cabal. Cabal's coming back. You got the guy that has the hooks that he has. And it looks like he's going to be coming back. They kind of showed a tease, and they said something. They're like, oh, you got to wait till January 30th to find out. So January 30th, we're going to find out more characters. About looks like they got like 20 something characters going to be in there, and I'm sure they'll have DLC, hoping like Spawn and Pinhead. We even kind of joked, me and Zach saying Deadpool. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, he'd fit for sure. But yeah, good stuff all around. But anyways, guys, that's all of the news that I have today. But of course, there's more show to come. So we're just going to take a short little musical break here, and then I will be back with a very special interview. All right, I'm back here on the Good Stuff Podcast, and guys, I got a special interview here today. Now, this one's going to be a little different, just to let you know ahead of time. It's going to be a little weird, but I got a few guests today. I got 3 guests with me today, and if you listen to episode 2, at the end of it, I created a new segment called Hoodies on Life. And what Hoodies on Life is that I get my kids, Bronx, Ryker, and Maverick, and basically Bronx is 8, Ryker is 6, Maverick is 5, and they will come in whenever we do Hoodies on Life segment at the end of an episode, and they will basically explain a topic. And you know how kids are. And so on that episode, they talked about the show Teen Titans Go. I have DC Universe. It's an app. I'm going to be making the kids watch shows and movies as it comes on there, and they will be doing Hoodies on Life and anything that you want to see the kids talk about. And on a Hoodies on Life segment, you can let us know. You can email us, goodstuffpodcast@yahoo.com. Hit us up on the Facebook page and let me know what you want to see the hoodies talk about. I'm the Red Hood, so my children are the hoodies. And so, yeah. But anyway, so the reason I talk about that is because my 3 guests are Bronx, Ryker, and Maverick. And this is what happens whenever you have guests and you had a guest planned and something came up. But anyway, Bronx, Ryker, and Maverick are all here. Everybody, how's it going?
Hi. Hi.
Maverick, you were not here last time, correct?
Uh-huh.
So that's no, right?
Yes.
Did you miss out on that?
Yes.
And they talked about Teen Titans Go. And you like Teen Titans Go as well, right?
Yes.
Who's your favorite character on Teen Titans Go, real quick? I said real quick. You don't have a favorite character?
I do, but I can't remember.
Is it... All right, do you like...
It's one of the bad guys.
One of the bad guys? What does he look like? You like one of the bad guys?
Like that guy who shoots yellow things that has with a light bulb on his head.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know what that character's name is, but the one with the light bulb. So he's in that bad group with those other bad people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you like one of the bad guys.
Yes.
Okay, well, if that doesn't tell you enough about Maverick, then anyway, yeah. So basically what we're going to do is that I'm going to talk to you guys, and we're going to get to know you a little bit and what your likes and dislikes are. And so that way people, whenever they listen to Daddy's show, they can come up with stuff for you to talk about on a future Hoodies on Life segment. Do you guys like having your own segment on Daddy's show?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, and I wish that when I'm the hoodie, I can have a axe and kill people.
Don't ever say that ever again. You're grounded automatically now. You don't wish that. You're talking about Are you talking about pretend?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, on the hoodies.
Well, the hoodies is what I call you, so you are the hoodies.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We are the kid of the Red Hood. And we're the hoodies because it cuts Red Hood. Why do we not have a suit like you, Daddy?
One day when you're older, son. But anyways, Daddy's show is called The Good Stuff Podcast. Does anybody know what a podcast is? Bronx, you want what's a podcast?
I don't know what a podcast is.
Riker?
He doesn't know what a podcast is.
Maverick.
He doesn't know what a podcast is.
None of you know what a podcast is.
No.
So basically a podcast is like, okay, so you listen to the radio, right?
Uh-huh.
You know when there's not music on there and there's people talking?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so sometimes on TV there's talk shows as well and people talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically a podcast is an audio file of a...
So it's like
It's
your channel on YouTube is kind of like that one.
Yes, you're talking about the night shift?
Yeah, the night shift. I watched that.
I know what you're meaning, right? Like the people on the radio and talk. Hey guys, and I'm Tuffy, and today I'm gonna eat pizza for dinner.
All right, enough of that. We don't do out of randomness, okay? Remember, there's rules on the podcast, okay? You have to only... Okay, well, now you do know, okay? Shh. Back here. Attention. Right here. Okay? So, you only talk when Daddy's asking questions, okay? Because you're being interviewed. because I'm the interviewer and you're the interviewee. So that means that interviewee is like, so an interviewer. Shh, thank you. An interviewer is the person that asks questions, and then an interviewee answers the question. So if you're not answering a question, you don't blurt anything out. Okay, Maverick? All right. Anyways, a podcast, it's like a audio file that people can listen to, and it's basically I talk about stuff that's good stuff. All right, so good stuff is stuff that I like that's like entertainment. Do you know what entertainment is?
Yeah.
Okay, what's entertainment?
It's like stuff that.
So nobody knows what entertainment is. Entertainment is like movies, music, video games, television shows, any type of that's entertainment, okay? A computer. Yeah. Yeah, it could be entertainment.
If you're playing Donkey Kong and you and another character was you, and he would tell you, and
Okay, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. All right, now hold on. So that's what entertainment is, and so basically I talk about good stuff. That's what's called the Good Stuff podcast. Yeah, because a long time ago I used to do another podcast. It was called Entertain Me Arkansas, and I did that with Ryan when we lived with Ryan. Do you remember that?
I remember.
And remember, we would record stuff, and people would come over, and we would record things and talk to them about stuff. Anyway, I used to say good stuff a lot. Anyways, so ergo, this show is called Good Stuff Podcast because it's something I say a lot. Good stuff. Okay. So are we up to speed on what a podcast is, what entertainment is, and why the show is called?
Daddy, can I hold them?
I used to be bad?
I think.
What do you mean?
Because you're the Red Hood.
The Red Hood is bad and good.
That's correct. But anyway,
Daddy told me that.
so I guess we'll talk about the Red Hood. So your dad's the Red Hood?
Yeah.
He's super
and
cool.
Deadpool is really good, and
What does Deadpool have to do with me?
he's kind of a match of you.
No, he's not kind of. You know what?
He looks like you.
He looks like me?
Yeah. That's because he has a red
You don't have to get so close up on the microphone. It's going to hear you. Okay?
Sometimes I get confused about the Deadpool and the Red Hood. Sometimes I said Deadpool, sometimes I said Red Hood for Deadpool. I just get confused.
Okay.
What about Slade? He is.
Slade, that's Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Slade is a person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's real.
Did you see him in the Gotham Knights Part 2 that we saw at the movie tavern? Yeah, Deathstroke was at the end. Yeah, he had the eye patch on. That was Slade. Slade Wilson. Anyways, Slade Wilson, not
Well,
Jade Wilson.
On Teen Titans Go to the movies, he played as Jade Wilson, and he tricked Teen Titans.
That was okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
And he played as
So-
Jade.
Anyway, what can you tell me about Can anybody tell me who Red Hood is? Obviously, do you know who Bronx?
Seriously? I already know who Red
Okay,
Hood
who's
is.
Red Hood?
You!
Okay, what is Red Hood's real name?
Nick.
That's very good, Maverick. Ryker. Good job, Ryker. Sorry. So, Maverick was standing beside you, and sometimes I think it's hard keeping names. There's too many of you, okay? All right. Yeah. All right. Anyways, back to the interview. Okay. Does anyone know what Red Hood, the character's real name is?
Nick.
That's Daddy's name. But Daddy's the Red Hood, but his name is,
It's Jason Todd.
Oh, that was. First you told me a story like this was on the Batman's house. You told me really. Robin
Daddy,
was.
why could we not
Red
go
Hood.
into Dustin's house when we went though?
Because you can't go into the Batcave until you're older.
You took me to Batcave before?
yeah.
Riker,
Took him with you.
when you go to the Batcave, it's a secret, and you're not supposed to tell the rest of them.
But that's unfair. I'm older. I should go.
He didn't go.
Fail.
I didn't take him. It was Lacey that took him.
But still, he shouldn't go.
Are we not supposed to be having an interview?
It's not fair.
Oh,
We supposed to not fight in this.
That's correct, Ryker. Good job on remembering the rules of the podcast. So, let's talk about something else. Okay? Let's not have a... Let's turn those frowns upside down. All right. So, superheroes. Who likes superheroes?
Me. We all like superheroes. I like all of them.
Maverick, do you like superheroes? Let's go first with you. Who is your favorite superhero?
I can't know.
Is Spider-Man your favorite superhero, or is Batman your favorite superhero, or is somebody completely different?
Someone that's not on that show.
Well, that's two completely different people and two completely different shows. So, who's your favorite then? You don't have to hold the microphone.
I'm gonna say one of the Power Rangers, if that's okay.
I mean, yeah, Power Rangers can be superheroes. They're superheroes. Just hold on just a second, Ryker. What do you...
The Golden Ninja Tail Power Ranger.
Golden Ninja Steel Power Ranger. Why do you like Power Rangers so much?
Because I think that they are cool and they're real.
You think they're cool and they're real. And that's why you like the Power Rangers. The Golden Ninja Steel Power Ranger is your favorite superhero. Excellent work. Okay. All right. So who is your least favorite superhero? The one that you don't like the most.
Batman.
You hate Batman the most out of all of them. You don't like Batman?
Why?
People can't see you shaking your head.
I love him after the Golden Ninja Tail Power Ranger.
So he's your second favorite?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's not your least favorite. That's your second favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got to tell the people that you don't hate Batman.
I don't hate Batman, people, and guess what? Daddy, can I say something real quick?
Well, it really depends on what you're going to say, but I guess you can go ahead and say something.
Is it okay if we be good on this whole thing? We can have one of those candies down there.
You may have a milk dud if you be good this entire interview.
Okay.
That's right, people. I bribe my children to interview on the Good Stuff podcast. Don't judge me. You're the ones that's listening. Anyways, going on to Ryker. Ryker, who is your favorite superhero? Because I know it used to be somebody, and then it changed, correct? And now, who's your favorite now?
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
And Spider-Man is after Batman, too.
Okay, Spider-Man. Got you. Okay, thanks for letting us know, Maverick. But we're talking to Ryker right now, okay? So you got to wait your turn. Anyway, Spider-Man. What do you like about Spider-Man?
He's a spider. And my really favorite one is because I just wish I can be like him.
Okay. What is Spider-Man's real name?
Peter Parker.
Good job. What's your second favorite superhero?
It is...
He used to be your favorite.
I changed it, though.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead and tell me.
It's Red Hood.
Red Hood? Yeah, you're trying to get some extra candy, huh?
Extra candy?
Yeah, yeah, you're trying to suck
Me
up.
too.
Oh, Red Hood's now your second favorite? Oh, wow. Okay. So I thought... After Spider-Man. Okay, so let's see. As we're going on yours is Golden Ninja Steel Power Ranger, then Batman, then Spider-Man, then Red Hood. Okay. Okay, what's your least favorite?
It's Batman.
Batman's your least favorite now? You don't like him at all?
I don't like him.
He used to be your favorite.
Because I don't like him, it's just because I don't like his weapons, his costume.
His vehicle.
His costume. And I don't like bats.
You don't like bats. What is Batman's real name?
I can't remember.
I would say
Bruce Wayne.
Okay. So, your daddy knows Batman. And what is his other real name? The Batman I know.
Dustin.
Good job. Excellent work.
I like that Batman.
You like that Batman? That's good. That you like Dustin. Okay. So, hold on.
My turn.
Yeah, because you're the oldest, and so we went with Maverick. We'll go with you next on the next question, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. So, Bronx, what's your favorite superhero?
The Flash.
The Flash. Why is the Flash your favorite superhero?
Because he can go super fast.
Can you wait till I move the microphone towards you?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Also because he has like those really cool things that stick off his mask.
The lightning bolts?
Uh-huh.
So that's the reasons why you like the Flash.
Also because when he runs, you can even see like the red and yellow stuff.
Gotcha. So do you know his real name?
No.
Well, there's a lot of people that are Flash.
Bailey.
Barry, good job, Maverick. Barry Allen. Good job.
Bailey Allen.
Good job. Maverick knew. How did you not know? You're the oldest. He's the youngest, but yet he knew that Barry Allen was the Flash.
Well,
I
probably
was
because
trying to remember.
You was trying to remember, Ryker? Why does he always say that?
No, I don't.
So who is your second favorite superhero?
Batman,
Batman, and his real name is?
Bruce Wayne,
Oh, okay.
also Dustin.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
then my third favorite is Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy.
Okay. That's great. Second up.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, guys. I love you too. And I appreciate you coming on the Good Stuff podcast. Who's your least favorite superhero?
Are you serious? That's easy.
Okay.
I'll tell you who it is. It is Aquaman.
Why is Aquaman your least favorite superhero?
Because
That's my third.
I don't know why. Just
Have you seen the new Aquaman movie?
no. I didn't know there's a new Aquaman.
Yes.
Well, it's
You've not seen the movie yet.
it's the
I
world's.
saw it on.
It's the
I saw.
world's.
You saw the trailer.
So
Yeah.
far, it's the world's best movie. It said that on the
Daddy.
trailer.
Oh, but
Can you
but I thought you didn't know there was an
Can
Aquaman.
you make Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse to us today?
Well, it's still in theaters, and then one day we'll get the DVD, okay? When it comes out. But right now it's still in theaters. Maybe we should go see it, yeah?
Please, before
Can
You've-
we do tomorrow?
Okay, hold on just a second. Tomorrow you have school. Let's go back to Riker. Let's go to Riker about this question. I got it. This
So cool.
after school. We'll see. Anyways, we're going to Riker for this question, okay? Riker, you've seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What did you think about the movie?
Really? It was a Spider-Man with my really. Now I changed my Spider-Man character. Peter Parker is not actually my favorite Spider-Man. The other, like the black, red Spider-Man is not.
Miles Morales?
I was about to say that.
Miles Morales.
And he's your favorite now?
Yep.
So there was other Spider characters besides Spider-Man.
Robot is my second. Peter Parker is my third. And I really think the girl.
Piggy is funny. The piggy's funny.
But Piggy's
That
my
was-
favorite.
Spider-Ham?
Yes, Brennan. Him is my fourth. And the last one is the girl one.
Spider-Gwen? Or Ghost Spider? What is she called in the movie?
Gwen.
Gwen Stacy? Yeah. So all those characters were in there. And then the bad guy was the Kingpin, right?
Oh, yeah.
My favorite is the black one. That detective.
Oh, Detective is my.
Oh, the
The fourth, my fourth.
I think
the Spider Nor.
Yeah,
His name is.
Yeah, sit up, please.
His name was Peter Parker the
Because we
same.
can't hear you back there. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, he was Peter Parker too, and he was actually voiced by Nicolas Cage, who's an actor.
Nicolas Cage? Nicolas!
Yeah.
That's like you, Daddy.
That is correct. Good job. I'm glad. But you don't call me that. You call me Dad.
Daddy.
Correct. Okay. So we did favorite superheroes. Now let's talk about some of our favorite movies.
Oh, I know my favorite movie.
You know your favorite? What's your favorite movie, Bronx?
Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
Daddy always knows my favorite movie.
What is it, right?
Spider-Man is my verse.
Oh, okay. What about you, Maverick?
Ninja too.
Ninja still, of course, it's Power Rangers. Still continuing on that. So you know you like a lot of Power Ranger stuff, okay?
And I wish I had even the new Mega Swords for my next birthday.
What did you want for your next birthday?
A Power Ranger birthday.
Okay. New Megazords, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so, but if you like Power Rangers so much, I bet my friend Jerry would have some questions for you. But
Who's Jerry?
he likes Super Sentai, which is what the Japanese show that Power Rangers is based off of. But anyway, yeah. So let's think of some things that else what do you think people else should know about you?
My favorite food.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza. Pepperoni pizza with sausage.
Daddy, can we have pizza tonight?
Remember the interview questions? You're supposed to answer them. Ryker, what's your favorite food? You're trying to remember what your favorite food is.
That's where you can go to.
Maverick, what's your favorite food?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Mine is like the one with the juice. It's not ramen noodles, but a lot of juice. Like it goes to the top. It's with it.
I thought spaghetti is your favorite food.
No, it's not.
It's orange.
It's
Spaghetti-o?
no spaghetti. Ramen noodles.
Okay. Robin noodles?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, because tons of stuff that you've said has made lots of sense. Anyways.
Robin noodles, not Robin like the Robin and like Batman. The Robin noodles. That doesn't make any sense.
Are they Robin noodles or are they ramen?
Robin.
I want you to say Robin. Say Robin ramen.
Robin ramen.
I'm sure there was a difference. I couldn't tell. Bronx, that's where you sit up so we can finish up the interview here. But anyway, guys, so how excited are you to have your own segment on a podcast?
I am so excited to the moon, to the sun.
Ryker, what about you?
100 million.
And Maverick.
I'm gonna blow up my mind.
You're going to throw up your mind.
No, blow up.
Bro up?
Yeah.
Sprode up. Okay. Cool.
Soda.
Okay. So on future episodes of Hoodies on Life, which is a segment that you do, there's stuff you've talked about Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. Me and Ryker.
What else would you like to talk about on a future episode?
SpongeBob.
Spider-Man and Spider-Verse. Power Rangers.
All right. So SpongeBob, Into the Spider-Verse, and Power Rangers. That's the three things y'all want to talk about on future episodes.
SpongeBob into the Spider-Verse.
SpongeBob into the Spider-Verse. Okay.
Power Rangers into the SpongeBob ball.
That would be a good movie, though.
Yeah.
Power Rangers into the SpongeBob verse
Yeah.
with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do all that. We'll do that on future episodes.
What they all mix up and I don't know what we should call it.
You just said. Okay.
We can mix all the stuff in the Spider-Man and Spider-Verse.
Okay. No. Anyways. So, and then we'll find stuff for you to watch on DC Universe, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then people can let us know what else they want you to watch and talk about, right?
First, can I hug you?
You can hug me after the show, okay? Sit down.
Okay. Okay. Today I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man and Spider-Verse.
Okay. No. That's up for future. We're not talking about that right now. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so we got one last question, okay? All right. One last question. So there's a lot of you boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
And
really just for us.
okay. And
Because
anyway. Talking about this stuff right now. Anyway, and so you have brothers, and so you're used to hanging out with all your brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you have a baby.
hang on the woo.
Anyway, now you have a baby sister who's about to be 1 in March, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to know what it's like to have a baby sister after all this time of having brothers. Okay. Okay. So, Bronx, do you like having a baby sister?
Yes.
What do you like about having a baby sister?
That she's so cute and she will always hug me.
And in the future, are you going to be a good big brother to your little sister?
I will be the
We had to re-record it because it messed up.
brother you can ever think of.
Okay. Are you going to let anybody harm her?
No, if somebody does, I'm going to kick them.
Okay. Ryker, do you like having...
A piece of metal in your body.
I don't have any metal in my body.
You told us.
That's not what I said. Anyways, now, please stop.
Then why did you say metal?
Because when I got an MRI, they shot this medicine and in my arm, and it has traces of metal in it.
Choices?
Small amounts.
Right here. I didn't know right.
Nope, it was right here in my arm. Anyways, back to Ryker. Ryker, do you like having a baby sister?
Yes.
What do you like having about a baby sister?
What?
What do you like about having a baby sister?
Or always pulls my ear and I like it.
Okay. In the future, do you think that you're going to be a good big brother to the baby?
Maybe I am. I don't really think so, but I am.
You don't think so?
I think I'm not, but I think I am.
Okay. All right, Maverick, get up here. Maverick, do you... Well, Maverick, do you want a milk dud? I'll give you a milk dud if you answer the questions, okay? Maverick, do you like having a baby sister?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about having a baby sister?
That she lets me into her car and shuts the door for me.
Oh, her toy car that Gigi got her?
Yeah.
Okay. In the future, are you going to be a good big brother to your sister?
Mm-hmm.
You are? Mm-hmm. So you're going to be the best big brother you can be?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent work. So 2 of you said yes, big brothers, and 1 of you said, I don't know, right? Kind of, maybe? And, okay. No, you don't have an explanation for that?
I just said it.
Okay. Anyways. So there's, that's it for right now. Okay. And I want to thank y'all for coming on the show. Okay.
Next time
And-
we're going to talk about what I said.
Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse?
No, whatever Daddy or whatever the people think.
That's right. What the people say or what Daddy says.
Not what you say. You ain't Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, guys.
Daddy.
That's right. Well, we can talk about Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, okay? One time. Anyways, is there anything, last thing you want to say to everybody listening to the show? Wait, let's take turns. Maverick, you can go first.
Goodbye, everyone, and I'm going to miss you. And next time, you better bring some treats for me. You're
We're
going
gonna
to
fill
look
your
like
house with unicorns.
Okay.
Yep.
Riker, what's the last thing you want? Riker, last thing you want to say?
I make you. You're welcome. You're welcome for this video. I hope you enjoy this video and
It's not a video, it's audio.
audio.
Podcast.
Bye.
And Bronx?
I'm gonna fill your house with unicorns.
Okay. All right. Shh. All right, guys. Well, that was my interview with the Hoodies for episode 4. I like to thank you. Shh. I like to thank you for joining us on this episode. And remember, as always, you can find me on all places podcasts, such as iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, and we're also on the Podbean, and you can also like us on the Facebook page. Email us goodstuffpodcast@yahoo.com if you want to be on a future show, or message me on the Facebook page. If you got time, why don't you go on iTunes or even on our Facebook page and leave a review of the show. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. And
if I'm the Red Hood, I'm going to call my children the Hoodie Red Hoods. That's what
excellent. This has been the 4th episode of the Good Stuff Podcast, and we'll see you next week.